What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? It's Sega Man back with another Xbox Power podcast. How's everybody doing? I did invite some of the Xbox brothers. Now, I don't know if they're going to show up. I told them I was going to have the podcast a little later on this evening, so maybe they'll show up. But welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Xbox Power podcast. Hope everybody's doing well, man. I'm just chilling, doing a little podcast Sunday night. Not going to be here too long. I know a lot of you guys are into football. You're watching your football games. That's cool. I want to give a shout out to everybody that's going to come and join us. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody, man. Yeah. But, we're going to get started here in a minute. You know what I mean? See what everybody's playing. See how everybody's doing, man. Shouts out to everybody that rocks out with Sega, man. I really appreciate you guys 100%, But yeah, we should have, I guess they'll be coming in whenever. I sent some to Hebot. He might be busy. I sent one to Tuckmaster. I think I sent one to Unlimited. Unlimited might be busy, but I like to just shoot Unlimited one out just in case, he could show up. That would be cool. But yeah, man, thank y'all for coming and rocking out with me, man. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you guys. But I'm gonna tell you guys what, man, we've been on fire lately. Xbox has definitely been on fire, man. I'm getting an Xbox Series S for my birthday. That's awesome, bro. That's awesome. Unlimited just popped on. Actually just popped on Xbox Live. Hey, brother. That's Raymond, man. That's awesome, bro. You know what? The Xbox Series S is awesome. My son has one. I had a friend that had one that I work with. A lot of people have the Series S, and there's nothing wrong with the Series S whatsoever. It's an awesome system. It's a next-gen system, and it's just awesome. A lot of people that might just want to stay all digital, that's the best system you can get for next gen. It's the best entry form into playing next gen games, Raymond, brother. So, and happy birthday to you, man. And I really appreciate you coming and rocking out with me, man. I appreciate that, bro. 100%, man. But yeah, that's gonna sell a lot this upcoming Christmas. Everybody, I believe the Series S and the Series X is gonna do very, very, very well. With Call of Duty 6, that we have now, it's going to do very well. It's done very well since it came out. When Call of Duty 6 came out, first time it dropped, day one on Game Pass subscriptions blew up, completely blew up, because there's a lot of people coming back home. People don't remember COD actually started out on the Xbox 360. Call of Duty, everybody was playing Call of Duty back in the Xbox 360 days. Everybody was playing Call of Duty on the Xbox 360. Now, I know some people might not believe that, but it's true. They weren't playing it all like that on the PlayStation 3. The home of Call of Duty back in the day was for the darling system of that era, which was the Xbox 360. The Xbox 360 was dominating. And by the way, a lot of people's been doing videos, guys. If you guys are a gamer like me, a lot of people have been doing videos on Xbox 360. There's a dude out here, I think they put it out in the Exile chat, that there's an emulation or some kind of thing. What's up, Six Layer in the building? Hey, that's all right, man. As long as you come in, that's cool. Always appreciate and respect this and respect the support you give, Six Layer. No problem, bro. Thank you for coming. But I think some dude out there did some kind of emulation of all the Xbox 360 games that you can play all in one. I think they're Xbox 360 and OG games, if I'm right. That's really cool. A lot of people's been talking about that lately. About the Xbox 360, man. It's everywhere. And things that are going on right now with Xbox and the title today in which we're going to talk about. Hopefully, if any of my brothers come in. If not, we'll just have to do it on the lonesome. But we buy and support Sony games, you don't. And what do I mean by that? Death Stranding, games like that, Hellblade, which we got to own the company now. Every time there is a Sony game that releases on an Xbox platform, Xbox brothers, who supports them the most? Who supports Sony games more than Sony? Xbox dudes. It's the truth. I don't want to hear no crap about everybody wants to bring up God of War and the same old, same old wash in, wash out, God of War, Spider-Man. Okay. There's a lot of people that probably supported those games. All right. The other games don't get that much support. When they come over to Xbox, they get more support. Hideo Kojima did the best thing by putting Death Stranding on Xbox. And a smack in the faces, you only had to pay $20 for it. $19.99. They had to pay full price. And I guarantee you, and I think it's the definitive edition or Ultimate Edition. You know how I know? Because I got it. I bought it with Microsoft points. I've been playing the game nonstop. It's kind of weird. I mean, there's some crazy crap that goes on in that game. If you take a piss, you get an achievement. There's some crazy stuff going on in that game, right? But I've been playing it. What's up, Flip? Flip the script, flip money in the house. This is the brother that patented and made up Ponybot. Big shouts out to our brother. Flip the script, flip money, man. You got these punks out here trying to copy my main man Flip. You know what I'm saying? Ponybot came from Flip. Flip started Ponybot. Let's not get it twisted. You know what I mean? That was brother Flip. Master Flip started Ponybot. The XWO podcast intro media gave him with your boy 100. Kobe G. They started that. We got Unlimited Productions in the back here. Let's get my brother Unlimited Productions in here, man. Let's get Unlimited in here. What's up, Unlimited?
Hey, what's up, Sega man?
Hey, brother, I didn't mean to bother you. I didn't know if you were busy or not, but I just wanted to do a quick podcast, man. You know.
Yeah.
How you been, bro?
I've been good, man. I've been real good.
That's good, brother. Hey, man. Hey, brother Unlimited, shout yourself out to the Xbox brothers, G.
Yeah, man. It's your boy Unlimited Production. I do the Unlimited Truth whenever the truth is.
That's right.
You know, I'm out here with my boy Sega Man tonight.
What's up, brother? Yeah. What's going on? Hey, did your team play tonight?
Nah. The Texans don't play till tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
All right, cool. But I'm gonna tell you something, brother. Unlimited. I got Death Stranding, bro, and I've been playing it. I've been playing it, man.
Are you enjoying it?
It's Unlimited, brother. You might laugh at me. That shit's weird as hell, bro.
Yeah, so I've heard.
That's a weird game. But I'm gonna tell you what, Unlimited. I like sci-fi games and like a little bit of sci-fi. It's really out there. It's really out there, Unlimited. But I've been playing it, bro. It's like how can I say? It is like a movie. Seriously, it's like there's long cut scenes. You're like it says you deliver stuff. There's certain stuff you got to do. It's very out there, bro. It's very Japanese-esque type game, and it's pretty decent, bro. But I tell you what, though, you have to watch it.
Right. You
know, you should watch it because if you watch it, you'll get the gist of the story. But Unlimited, guess what? We always finish games. Xbox people always. I'm gonna finish that game. That game will be done before the week's over. Because I've been playing it nonstop. It'll be done before the week's over, man. I might have that done by Monday or Tuesday. Because like my headline says, man, we buy and support Sony games, you don't.
Right.
And it's true. Everything that comes over here, what's up, gaming since 1980? Unlimited can even tell you. Brother Unlimited can tell you. Anything that comes over on the Xbox side that was on the Sony side has done better and well on Xbox because we support and buy games.
Yep.
Am I right, Unlimited?
Yep.
Exactly what we do. And I guarantee you there's a lot of people that bought Death Stranding for $20 over here. I guarantee you. Hiro Kojima, you know what I'm saying? I guarantee you those numbers went up, 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 up. I bet you a lot of people bought that game.
Yeah, man. $20 is a great entry point.
Yeah. And what is it? Isn't it the Ultimate Edition? Definitive Edition?
I guess so.
Yeah, I think it is. Flip, what's up, man? Raymond said he's getting an Xbox Series S for his birthday. Happy birthday, bro.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
Slick Slayer in the building. So what you been up to? What you been playing?
Well, as you see on screen, I'm playing Dragon Age at the moment.
Yeah, I like that, bro. I like that.
Yeah.
The way that looks. How are you liking it?
Oh, I'm loving it, man. I'm 30 hours in right now.
Damn, Unlimited.
yeah. I've been playing the hell out this game.
Man, it's that good, huh?
Yeah, it's great.
Unlimited, I'm way behind, brother. I still got to get Warhammer.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple games I want to get. Maybe Christmas. I got to take care of the family first, but me last. I mean, I want that. I might check out the Dragon Age.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a few games that I want. You know, I'll end up getting them. You know what I mean? But yeah, there's a few games that I want, man. You know, we got Indiana Jones right around the corner and Stalker 2.
Yeah.
I mean, not Stalker 2. Is it Stalker 2?
Yep, Stalker
2, yeah, right around the corner. So we'll be eating good over here, brother.
Oh,
100%, man. Yeah, that's what's up. I like that gameplay. Screen like that. That is cool. You got brother Sega Forever always praising you about that. Oh man, if it wasn't for brother Unlimited, I wouldn't know how to do this. He always, be always praising you, man. They did a podcast the other day, Unlimited, but I was out. It was I was out with my family, and so I was like, God damn, he always does that when I'm doing something. I want to be on with him, but I'll be out doing something.
Yeah, Saturday's not a good day for me either, man.
Yeah. What's up, Super God Gamer? What's up, brother? I like that dude. You know what I like about that dude, man?
Mm-hmm.
Super Goofy. What am I saying it right? Super Goofy Gamer, good gamer. That dude is cool. All he does is stream games constantly, man. That's all he does. Yeah, that's all he does, bro. He doesn't. There's no shade over there. That's all the brother does, man. You should check out his.
I respect that.
Yeah, it's all old school gaming. Like, and he beats every game. He beats every game.
Wow.
He has a great channel. There's no time. Well, sometimes he'll get idiots in there, and he has to get rid of them, but he does it nicely. He's a good brother. He's a good ass brother. He plays all kind of games, and it's a good time. It's actually good to watch. It's relaxing to watch him Unlimited. Let's say you're working, right, and you put on his channel. All it is he'll be playing. Let's say the Addams Family for Sega Genesis, and it's good to watch him because he's funny and he's talking about the game and different things like that. And he has a cool channel. It's like a relaxing gaming channel, which is really awesome. And he's been out here in these streets for a long time. So big shots out to him. He's really cool.
Yeah.
Gaming since 1980. What's up, man? What did he say? And he made an exclusive game for Xbox Series X because of the cloud technology. The same technology PlayStation fanboys made fun of. That's true. I guess he's talking about Hiro Kojima, right?
Yeah.
A newer game that's coming out. No telling when that's coming out, but when it'll be. You're welcome, brother. You're welcome, Super Gamer. You're welcome, bro. But yeah, no telling, man, when that's coming out. But that'll be cool. I mean, we seen like bits and pieces of it, right? Unlimited. Like, was it doing there are E3? Didn't we see like little bits and pieces of it?
They talked about it. I don't think we actually saw anything on it though.
No gameplay. But they kind of. But I'm telling you what, playing this Death Stranding, and I have to admit it, I always give kudos, and when it's expected from me, Unlimited. The game Death Stranding looks good. It looks really good graphically. It's a masterpiece.
Yeah, the graphics. I can't get into it though. I fully admit it's too much walking, too much cutscenes. It's not for me. Those type of games have never been for me though.
Yeah.
Games like Dragon Age where I actually get to play, build a character, do stuff,
You're right, Unlimited.
For me, Death Stranding, and people say it gets good eventually, but I don't got time for it gets good eventually. And I'm not saying that I play a game 5 minutes and I drop it, but Death Stranding is just no, I can't get behind it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you another reason why I bought it, because I wanted to prove a point unlimited.
Mhm.
Xbox dudes support games that were on Sony platforms. That's another reason why I bought it, because I wanted to put it right in these pony bots and smack it right in their face. Any game that Sony got that comes over to Xbox, we buy and support it. Then there's nothing that they can say about it. You can't say nothing to your boy Sega Man about it, because I have the game. If you look at my report card, you'll see that I've been playing Death Stranding. That's all I've been playing, and I'm playing the hell out of it. That's the problem. They always want to come over and damage control all the time about, oh, you guys don't do this, you guys don't do that. But meanwhile, we buy and support your games.
Right.
More than you do. You stay over there playing, what is it? Roblox, NBA 2K, I don't know what else they play. NBA 2K or whatever. But I mean, anything that came over, we
Call of Duty's the biggest game over there.
Oh, that's right. That's that Xbox game, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. Thanks for the money. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. Go ahead, play it. I don't have no problem with them playing it. That's cool. That's awesome. Play it. Bring more money to us. That's what you're doing. By you buying a game, you're bringing more money for us to have fun, and get more games in studio. Because I heard now his guy calls me he always does that shit.
Tuck. Yeah, Tuck. It's Tuck, huh?
No, that's some other dude. He's just like Tuck.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Speaking of Tuck, this is probably him. Oh, it's Hebot. I thought it was Tuck. He's usually here. He might be getting ready for bed.
Oh no, yeah, that's right. He did say that he works tonight.
Does he?
Yeah, because
What's up, brother Hebot?
He did this morning.
I missed that.
Morning, this afternoon, yeah.
What's up, brother Hebot?
Yo, what's up, Hebot?
Hey guys,
Hebot in the building. What's up, brother?
What's up, guys? How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
We good.
Doing pretty good. Did your 49ers play today?
Oh, they're playing right now.
We're playing right now as we speak. In the last quarter. Fighting for their lives, because they got another injury. This football, man. Listen, being a sports fan is always not. It's not therapeutic. Let's just say that. It's always trying to make yourself go to.
What's that?
It's not therapeutic to say the least. It's basically a recipe to make yourself go into the hospital way faster. That's basically what it is to be a football fan. It's so heart-wrenching. I tell you, it's horrible. It's horrible.
Yeah.
That's not on there, Hebot. That's funny.
It's you know what I mean as a Texans fan too. Limited. It's hard, bro. It's like what? I can't even imagine the New York Jets fan right now. They're fucking. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, they going through.
That's even worse. The New York Jets now are the Buccaneers of the '80s.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were bad in the '80s.
Mm-hmm. The Buccaneers were horrible.
The Buccaneers, yeah, I remember, man. I remember.
Mm-hmm. Remember they used to have like a white and kind of orange suit? It was like really, really bad looking.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. That was terrible. Terrible.
That's great.
I remember those days, bro. Trust me.
Are you gentlemen live yet or no?
Yeah,
we're live. Right now. We're live right now.
You're live. Oh, I didn't realize. Okay. So what were you talking about? What was the topic about, brother?
Well, Brother Hebot, the topic is, and I know you can capitalize on this too, just like Brother Unlimited just did a minute ago. The topic tonight is we buy and support Sony games, you don't, which is true. And I think Hebot can also explain why, also in detail, why that is true. Hebot, would you say when it comes down to it, does Xbox gamers support Sony games that come over to the Xbox ecosystem more than they did when it was on their system? What do you think, Hebot?
I would, if I had to take an educated guess, I would say yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a lot of factors in the sense that a lot of Xbox dudes like me, for example, and I'm only speaking from me.
Yeah.
I'm very petty. I like to fucking start shit over little stupid shit. But that's because I think it's funny. That's my form. That's my form of trolling. You know what I mean? Without really hurting anybody's feelings, right? I think it's funny. So when I see something that was on PlayStation exclusively come to Xbox, and especially if it's available physically as well, I immediately go out and buy it or try to, right?
Yeah.
Death Stranding came out, I bought it. I just bought it.
Same here. Same here. I bought it.
Right. And it was $20. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna buy it just to show Kojima that he did the right decision and finally including us, because we would have supported it probably since day one anyway, if you like the game, right? Because of course you have to like the game. And to be honest, I think the game is extremely boring. It is. But that being said, the game has some amazing production value, a very interesting story and atmosphere, and it has incredible music. So because of this, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I respect that you and Sega Man had such high praise for the game, because I tried it, I hate it, and I'm not a negative guy, so I'm not going to go.
It's all right, Unlimited.
I'm not going to be in here and shit on the. I'm not going to sit here and shit on the game because I hate I hate every second I was trying to play that boring bullshit.
Yeah, it's boring. It is boring.
You guys don't understand how much I despise the Sony formula. The graphics are pretty, whatever. I don't give a fuck about a story when the game is walking. All right, and then I keep getting told, no, Unlimited, just play it for this hours. Keep playing it and get through the first match. I'm not doing that. I got plenty other games that are fun, that have been fun from the start, that I get to enjoy, that I get to play, that I get to have fun with, and I could enjoy it from start to finish. But this shit here, sorry guys, pretty graphics don't mean nothing to me. All right, but it's weird, it's creative. I don't give a fuck. All right, I mean I'm not gonna listen. I'm gonna express my views, and I'm never gonna just speak on it this harshly again, because I'm not that type of guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that type. I'm not like all these other YouTubers who hyper focus on a game they hate and just beat it to death. But yeah, Death Stranding, I wasted $20, man. I wasted $20 on that game. I fully admit I wasted $20, and that I guess that's the power of a former exclusive hitting the console. Because if that was a multi-plat from day one, I would have never touched it. I would have just let it be, and you know what I'm saying. And I would have kept moving on. But it was a former Sony game. It was this nice surprise it hit Xbox. I dropped $20. I hated every second of it. And I wasted my fucking money. So I mean, but to be fair, that's just me. As the chat see, you guys, Hebot and Sega Man have been a lot more positive than I have. Where I've got nothing but negativity towards the game.
Okay.
To me, it just screams typical modern Sony boring bullshit I just despise that formula. The way that I despise Horizon, Forbidden Entertainment. And the recent God of War, especially after playing God of War 3 remastered and then playing the modern shit. I'm sorry, guys. So I just had to put that out there.
Don't apologize. Don't apologize. That's your opinion. That's your opinion.
So I can move on, because I'm not the type to just relentlessly bash games. I don't like being negative towards games. I don't like hyper focusing on shit I don't like. But my goodness, I don't get it. I'm sorry, guys. Maybe your boy Unlimited is just not artistic enough for this shit. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm not high caliber enough for the genius of Kojima. But but when so far all I've done is walk around, and you're telling me that this is great, I'm sorry. I gotta call bullshit on that when I'm playing a bunch of other games that has actual gameplay. You know what I'm saying? And that also has interesting stories, good characters, or something that adds to it, man. Play Space Marines 3, then play this, and tell me which one's a better video game. And that's
Yeah.
here for the video game aspects, not the cinematography. If I wanted that, I'd watch movies. So, yeah, so I just had to get that out there. I despise this game with every fiber of my being.
That's all right, brother.
I legitimately hate this game more than I do Horizon. I treat Horizon. You know that meme? I've treated you too poorly with Thanos. That's how I feel towards Horizon. I think I treated Horizon too harshly. Because that's an actual video game at least. This is bullshit. I hated it. I never want people to try to convince me it's good. And I'm not going to shit on anybody's opinion because I know there's people like like Shizno Elite who might show up today who loves it. Not me.
Yeah.
And so I just had to get that off my chest.
Well, that's the beauty, brother. Unlimited. No, but you have. See, here's the thing. You're giving a very comprehensive explanation and why you don't like the game. See what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
It's not like you're just saying I hate the game, but have no explanation. You know how a lot of guys in the community, especially a lot of guys that like hating on Xbox stuff, like they love hating Xbox games. They're like, oh, I hate Halo, I hate Gears, or I hate Sea of Thieves, or I hate Crackdown, whatever the case may be. And then when you tell, well, why you don't like it? Oh, because the game's just corny. They don't have an explanation. You know what I'm saying? At least you're able to express in full detail and why you don't like the game. So there's no reason for anyone to disagree with you, to be upset, because you're giving a legitimate reason. Hey, listen, I don't like this game because of this reason, this reason.
Right.
And they're valid points.
Right.
I agree with you 100%. Like I told you, I'm very petty. I only bought it because my son already had bought it, the game like three times on PlayStation, because he really legitimately enjoyed it. He liked it. He likes the difference of it, the avant-garde aspect of it. So, and again, every game is not for everybody because there's many people who love RTSs. I don't like RTSs. I can't stand them. Right? There's many people who love turn-based RPGs. I preferably, Zobi being one of them, shout outs to him. I don't like turn-based RPG, right? Yeah. But I will play an RPG that's action RPG that has free-based combat, right?
Yep.
I like them like that. I don't have a problem. Turn-based doesn't really turn me on. I don't like it. So for you to say, oh, I don't like it, I can completely understand and respect that. It's not like you're being an asshole. You say, I don't like it.
That's right.
But I understand that the people do like it. You get what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So that's why it's like, oh, it is what it is. I get it. Like I said, I don't like the structure of the game. It's extremely boring. Yes. But it does have good presentation. Like I said, the story's interesting, but I mainly like the music. The music is absolutely beautiful. And that's why I appreciate it in that sense. But as far as a game, you're not wrong. You're 100% spot on. If I'm playing Space Marine, I'd much rather play Space Marine 2 or Evil West or Wanted Dead or Solstice way faster over this game. Yes, I would prefer to play that. You're 100% right. But as far as the question goes, I feel that it depends on the game because we had stuff come over like Sifu, which is pretty dope. Stray, which is a pretty awesome and dope little platform with the kitty cat. It is a good game.
Yep.
Bug Snacks, I don't think so. I don't think Bug Snacks. And we know we have Bug Snacks on. I think it was in Game Pass, right, or something like that.
Yeah.
So we had Bug Snacks and Game Pass. And now Death Stranding, and I know I'm probably missing one more. I'm not sure. MLB, right? The baseball, but that's
MLB.
Like baseball, I'd rather play baseball in a video game, honestly, than to watch it. Because I like baseball, but it is a boring sport. The same way I'd rather play it in reality, in real life, than actually just watch it. Because it's a very boring sport also. It's like golf. It's boring. It's relaxing, but boring. So, MLB. Did I miss another one? Unlimited? I don't know if I missed another one. Not sure.
Oh yeah, I think there was another one that used to be on PlayStation that hit Xbox recently.
People, Trey.
You said we own Hellblade.
No, but Hellblade. I'm talking about from this generation so far.
Was that it? I thought there was one
Kita,
more.
it's Kita Spirits and Bridges.
Oh, thank you, Kina. Yes, I
Yeah.
absolutely adore Kina. I love
Yeah,
Kina.
same here.
I even loved it on PlayStation, but I was refusing to buy it
Yeah.
because I knew the two guys. They were ex Disney devs. Matter of fact, they're two black guys. Matter of fact, they're African American, both of them. Which is rare. They're not. That's a rarity. You know, you don't see a lot of black developers in the industry.
Yeah,
which is a rarity. And I think they did an absolutely amazing job with the game. The game's awesome.
Oh, that game! I'm loving that game.
Yeah. I refuse to to buy it on PlayStation because I knew they said they wanted to bring it out to other consoles. And I believe what happened was due to low sales, not really doing as well as they expected. It took them a while to get the game published for Xbox. But they still kept their word, and they brought out a physical copy, which is absolutely entirely on the disc, which is another plus. You know, so because of that alone, I had to do it. I supported it. I have the game. I really enjoyed it. Do I think more people would buy that on Xbox? Maybe if they actually played it, yes. But see, that's why Game Pass is a good vehicle for those types of games, because those are the type of games that most people would hesitate to even give it the time of day, especially if they have to pay, let's say, $50-$60, because they're not the well-known IPs. And they're gonna be like, "Oh no, I don't know about that. I don't know if I don't know if I want to buy that because I don't know if this is my type of game."
Yeah.
So due to that, right?
Oh damn! I see about dropped. Well, until he gets back.
Did he?
Yeah.
What was he?
Back, let me answer Varun Kai's.
Yeah, he had a question for you. I was going to tell you.
Yeah. He said, "I have a question for Unlimited. Did you ever give your impressions of your gaming PC? I know you got it for content creation and work, but I'm curious." Oh yeah, man. Look, it's not going to replace my console, but it is more powerful than my console. So in theory, if I wanted to, I can. It's just that, but it's cool. It's pretty cool. You know, it's nice to you know, when I start a game, I could play around with the settings and see how games look in ultra settings and all that stuff.
Nice.
Really neat. Yeah,
nice.
It's really neat, man. I like it, but it's not going to replace my Xbox anytime soon. You know, it's just not. But as a compliment to what Xbox is trying to do, you know, their whole play anywhere, and this is an Xbox campaign that they're doing now. It works because it's very seamless for me to play a lot of my Xbox games, whether it's through remote play, cloud play, or the games that I own. I could just install onto my PC or through Game Pass, right?
Yeah,
that's very seamless. But it's not perfect because of the hundreds of digital games I own, only 50 of them are play anywhere apparently, which to me that seems too small, right? Seems like very little.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm digging it. I'm digging it. It's not going to place my piece. It's not going to place my Xbox though. The Series X is powerful. I got hundreds and hundreds of games on there. It's with where I love to play. Nothing beats for me. Controller in hand, chilling on the couch, playing my games. You know, that's how I do it. But yeah, it's cool, man. It's cool. I get it, but it's not good enough to where it turns me into a PC snob like a lot of them are, man.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of people who are on PC, only on PC, and try to tell Xbox fans how we should be enjoying games. Like, dude, if you like PC, be my guest, but don't tell us what to think.
Yeah.
And for some reason, a lot of PC guys think because they spent $2,000 on their PCs and all this other stuff that they could tell us, what to do and how it's enjoying. But I'm like, if my PC is more expensive than my console, it better run games better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It
better. Yeah.
But even then, PC don't have stuff like quick resume and things like that, and it's not as seamless as consoles, in the sense that you still need different launchers and all this other crazy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's neat. It's neat, Spy. It's neat, but you won't find me out here hyping up PC like it's the greatest thing to ever happen. It's just and I got a pretty solid card. I got the my graphics card is the 4070 Ti Super. And for those who
Nice.
don't know, for those who don't know, it's a really good one.
Nice, bruh.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you too, Kai. I ain't prejudiced either, man. I have a gaming laptop, and I like gaming on it sometimes too, brother. And I mean the Series X, man. I'm a console dude, straight up in and out. But hey, I'm like unlimited. I don't have no problem with PC gaming. I don't have no problem with PC gamers. Our first lady of Xbox, Dea, she's a PC gamer, but she plays on Xbox too. But hey, I have no problem with PC gaming, bro. I play my Ultimate Game Pass on my I have a HP laptop that I have, and I play my games on there. So it's a Ryzen 5 with NVIDIA GeForce GXT.
Yeah.
You know, my wife bought it for me one Christmas, and I love it. I love it, man. If you don't want to take your Xbox anywhere, you could take your phone, or you could take your laptop, you know, and play games like that. So yeah, hey, I'm on board with it. I don't care. Because it's Xbox anywhere. So hey, I'm all in, as our brother Sega Forever says.
You know, earlier when you saw me playing Dragon Age on screen, I got my capture card hooked up to my Xbox and my PC.
Oh, nice.
So that's how I was able to show it that way.
Nice.
And Craig Simmons said his PC's got a 3070 Super, but he still loves gaming on Xbox. Yeah, I'm the exact same way, Craig. 1,000,000%, man.
And Craig is he's another one. Is another shout out to Craig Simmons TV. He's another one that plays on Xbox, but he owns a PlayStation 5, and if he has an opinion about it, I'm gonna hear what he has to say about it because he owns one. Right. So you know he has every right to say what he thinks about the system, what he don't like and dislikes, and what he does like about it. Hey, and that's it. They can't say nothing to Craig because he got one, you know, and he's allowed to give his opinion about his PlayStation 5. So, you know, big shots off to Craig, man, and gaming since 1980, man. You guys are rocking out here, man, tonight. But Unlimited, I wanted to talk to you about something. I wanted to talk to Hebot about it, too, and if the chat want to chime in.
Yeah.
I think I missed something during the week. Is there some kind of problem with Bloomberg and something Phil Spencer said that people are blowing up about?
Oh, yeah.
Was there an interview?
Give me 1 second.
Okay. What's up, Craig Simmons, Gaming TV, brother? Thank you for coming. He be cooking out on the grill, man. Him and Hunter, they be showing some videos on that sometimes, man. You know, and then Craig said he has a PS4. He beat the game on the PS4.
Yeah. All right, yeah. So the Bloomberg. All right, so let me get full context. Phil Spencer did it.
FaZe?
Hey, what's up, FaZe? Yeah, Phil Spencer did multiple interviews this week, and one of them was a Bloomberg interview. However, since that Bloomberg interview was hidden behind a paywall, nobody really read it.
Yeah,
and so there's a bunch of stuff quoted from it from other sources, you know, free resources, basically. And that's why nobody had full context of what the interview was saying. Because ain't nobody trying to pay no money to read a damn article at Bloomberg, right?
Yeah.
Except for, I guess, whoever subscribed to them might. But yeah. So Phil said a lot of stuff. And as always, when Phil talks, everybody loses their mind.
Yeah.
And, you know,
every time.
He had to reiterate for the millionth time this week that they're still making Xbox consoles.
Wow.
Yeah, he talked about no more red lines with any games that they put on PlayStation or Nintendo, and everybody pretends that means every single game is going to be multi-plat. The usual stuff, because you know nobody likes using common sense or context clues or anything like that. They just like to, you know, read the clickbait headline. Don't look anything further than that, and have the most extreme reaction possible. That every single time, right?
Yeah. Man, and I tell you what, this is Unlimited. This one I understand. It's a shame that this man that runs that's head of Xbox, it's a shame that he has to do that He always has to come out and and you know, when he comes out and says something, they always got to mix up his word. They always have
Yeah.
to do that. It's just amazing how a community, a toxic community, can hate so much over a plastic gaming box, bro. It's just it's beyond imaginable, brother Unlimited. It's
Yeah.
crazy, man. Anything that Phil Spencer says, bro, they come out and they say something all the time, man, all the time. And it's a shame that he has to do that all the time, man. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
man. It's just he can't win. Phil Spencer can never win. He always has to say, "Oh, Xbox is dead. See,
Mhm.
they're going to be putting their games on other systems and this and that." I'm like, man,
Yeah.
whatever, man. You're not
Yeah.
going to see Gears of War on PlayStation.
Xbox died so many times, man. And well, it's funny that this week they died and revived on the same day. Because
Yeah,
they were saying the Xbox is dead, the end of Xbox consoles, and then the same day an article came out from the Rolling Stones of Phil saying, "No, we're still making Xbox consoles."
yeah,
Every time.
yep. I don't know, man. When Unlimited says that he's tired of the bull crap out here and
Right.
sick of it, I'm with him. I'm with him 100% because you know you guys are never satisfied. Never. You guys are never
Yeah.
If you know if Xbox was even if let's say Xbox went away, you would still talk about it. Let's say Xbox went away, which still never will. PlayStation will go away first. You guys will still talk about it while it's gone. I
Yeah.
guarantee you they would. It could be gone. They still would talk about it. You know what I mean? It's just crazy, bro. The 2013 thing, that'll never go away. That stigma, that'll never go away. Never. Because that was like, you know, PlayStation 4's like, you know, they won that generation. But man, I'm gonna tell you what, they just would not let that go. Nothing. They would not let that go at all.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they're still trying to damage control today, and you can't. You can say whatever you want to say. Microsoft is the big boys right now, and there's nothing that Sony can do about it. If you're a Sony PlayStation fan, all
Mhm.
right, that's cool. Do you? But when it comes down to it, Sony can't do nothing to
Right.
Microsoft, and you guys know it. They can't.
Yeah.
Right, Unlimited? They can't.
Yeah.
They can't do nothing to them. They're still didn't he say Phil say that they're still going to be acquiring more studios?
Yeah. And what people don't realize on why the console's never going away is that it's the catalyst to Game Pass.
Yeah.
Because the thing about Game Pass is that you can't even with though you got the Game Pass app on your phone, you can't install games on your phone, right? You can't install games on your tablet. Only your PC, but even then, PC don't have every game the console version does. That's why Ultimate exists for both PC and Game Pass because some of them would have different games on it at times,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then even then with PC, you need a comparable PC to play these big, heavy modern games. Like if your PC ain't good enough, the Series X Starfield is going to play better than on certain PCs, right? Unless you get a
Yeah.
PC good enough for
Yep.
these modern games. That and a lot of them are very demanding too, especially the Unreal Engine 5 stuff. And
Yeah.
so yeah, and so the console's not going anywhere. It's the catalyst of how they get Game Pass distributed because Game Pass isn't on PlayStation consoles or Nintendo consoles. Um, as much as they like to pretend it is, which even then that's hypocritical because they used to say that they never want Game Pass on their console. Now they'll port back for Game Pass on their console, right? If they think it'll kill Xbox, but you know they're just being silly. But the
Yeah.
console, the console's fine.
Yep.
It's just that it's just as Phil keeps trying to tell people, the market's not growing,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and console gamers are not buying more consoles. They're not. It's like the same people who've been buying consoles for decades seems to just be the same people who are buying them now, or you know what I'm saying, or for whatever reasons causing the market to not grow. So
Yeah.
if so in a sense, the bit of it that's on the gamer for not buying enough. And Xbox realized not a decade ago, but maybe 7 years ago or so, that if they want to grow, they can't just cater to us exclusively. and console gamers don't want to hear a lot of this stuff. You know, they want things to stay as it was in 2006, where your consoles had your exclusives and nothing about that changed whatsoever. But times have changed. Times have changed, and if people want these big budget AAA games, and the frequency that Xbox is putting them out, understand that the console buyers weren't strong enough, because although, and Phil Spencer even said this, man, game sales are strong, very strong actually. It's just that the amount of cost, the amount they need to make back, if Game Pass didn't exist, the amount they need to sell to make their money back on these games was impractical. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
It's to the point like
speaking facts.
Yeah, it's to the point where even if a game would have sold 5 million copies, it wouldn't have made its money back without if we didn't have Game Pass or having other ways to access the games.
Yeah,
or having that's why Phil said the growth is on it's on PC, it's on mobile as well.
Yeah,
it's on cloud. And all that complements, and that's how people need to start looking at this stuff, as a complement to Game Pass. I mean, to Xbox, the console. I mean, the Xbox console. Everything's a complement to it, not a replacement for it.
Yeah. And Unlimited, if Game Pass wasn't doing good, why are me and you and a lot of brothers in here keep investing in Ultimate Game Pass?
Yeah.
Ultimate Game Pass is doing very well. And everybody knows where we go to CD Keys. You see CD Keys commercials constantly now on YouTube. Constantly, you see CD Keys all the time now on there. I'm telling you, Ultimate Game Pass is doing very well. Oh, Game Pass is dead. This is the thing that really bothers them, and I think Unlimited can vouch for me when I say this. They want to know the numbers so bad of what Game Pass is making. They don't really know the true numbers of how many consoles or anything like that. They just speculate, and they want to know so bad. And that's one thing I have to commend Microsoft on doing, not giving the numbers, the true numbers of whatever they make on like Ultimate Game Pass or consoles. I really believe that was a good strategy that they came up with Unlimited, not letting that out, because if they would be ridiculed so freaking bad if they had the true facts and numbers out of what they're doing on Ultimate Game Pass and different things like that. They don't need to release it. You don't need to know. You really don't. Why do you need to know? You know what I mean? Is it that important that you need to know how many Xboxes they sold? Really? Because it's not important to us. Because the consoles, you take a loss. It's the software. It's not the consoles, man. How many times we got to preach at Unlimited? It's not the consoles. It's the software, baby. And we're doing good over here with software. Very well. We get games all the time. Look, what just came in Game Pass? The new strategy game that's in there. That's in there now. You can actually buy it for $12. The PC game, what's it called? Age of something or?
Oh, Age of is it Age of Empire or Age of Mythology? One of those.
Yeah.
Two.
Yeah. That's in there now. So if you like strategy games, you can now play that on your Xbox. It's a very popular PC game, and now it's on the Xbox. Right. So and I'm going to try it too, because I try everything. It's not my shtick, but I try everything. So I'm going to try it out because I have Game Pass.
Right.
So I'm going to try it out and see what I think about it. And there's a lot of people that follow that game religiously. They love that game. It's very popular in the PC streets, of gaming. Yeah, Unlimited. But yeah, brother, I was just wondering what happened. I heard about the Bloomberg thing. I heard a little bit about it. But I was like, yep, they're going after Phil Spencer again. That dude can't get a break. He can't get a break at all. Oh, he needs to be fired. I heard they said they was going to fire him or some shit. What? He ain't gonna get fired.
Guys, listen. I don't think when they say stuff like that, Sega man, I generally don't think they realize how stupid they sound. You don't fire the guy that bought Bethesda and Activision under your wing. You don't. Under no circumstance, under no reality, under no way do you fire that guy. That pulled off two of the biggest purchases in gaming history.
Yeah.
That, you know what I'm saying? That'd be like if the Chiefs fire Andy Reid after giving him 3 Super Bowls. It don't happen.
Yeah.
All right? Phil's too much of a winner. Yes, he's a winner. Oh, don't tell me antiquated console sales. Which, by the way, Phil keeps telling y'all there are more people playing on Xbox than ever before.
Yep.
So the console's fine, right?
And
They're growing Game Pass all the time to the point that it's an undeniable monster, right?
yes, it
Undeniable
is.
monster at this point.
Yes, it is.
And so whenever they say that Phil's going to be fired, I can't take them seriously. Fired for
Nope.
what?
Yeah.
Because he doesn't do a business strategy that worked in 2006, 18 years ago, going on 19 years ago.
Yeah, right.
It's the game. It's like these people need. The only reason why they aren't moving on is because Sony's not first place anymore. Oh, they'll pretend they are. They'll tout Sony saying they shipped 60 plus. I think they say 65 million or something, 65 million units, and they'll pretend, and then nothing else backs it up. The games don't sell. They don't make as much money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they got a bunch of failed products like PSVR 2 out there that nobody bought.
Yeah. Ain't nobody playing that.
Yeah. So they got, so spare me the nonsense, man. That's comical. If I heard that, man, I just, if I hear someone say Phil needs to be fired, I'm turning off the stream.
Yep.
Except for 100, he did that as clickbait with his one video he did, which was hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Except for 100, because he knows he did. Like he said, he did that on purpose.
So Unlimited, man. What else are you looking forward to, man? Are you picking up anything good? Or are you picking up any thing for Christmas for yourself? Are you treating yourself to something like any kind of controllers or anything like that?
I'm only control. Yeah, I'm only buying 2 more games for the rest of the year, and that's Stalker 2, and I got the collector's edition of Indiana Jones coming.
Oh, nice! Unlimited?
Yeah, so those are the only 2 games I'm getting from the rest of the year. I'm done buying games.
Cool.
Listen, I've got so many games. I'm not even playing them because I got so many. I can only play one game at a time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I do want to get my hands on those Call of Duty Design Labs controllers. I do want to get my hand on those. So hopefully I can get those before the year closes.
Oh, nice, bro. That's cool. That's cool. So tell me, Unlimited, what the special edition of Indiana Jones, what's that like, man? Do you get any, is it like a steel book or?
You get a steel book, a copy of the game, of course. A globe. You get a globe and something else.
Okay.
Yeah, it's neat. It's a neat collector's edition.
Nice, bro. Nice.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to play that game. I think they were trying to damage control that game too. I think they were saying something about Indiana Jones too. I can't remember what it was, but I thought they were talking some shit on it. You know what I mean? Yeah. I can't remember what it was.
Well,
but
they stopped talking shit about the game when they realize it's time exclusive and come.
Because it's a time exclusive now. There's no reason to talk about it now, huh? Yeah. I see. Yeah, because you know what they were. You know what? To be honest with you, not to be, they were butthurt because they didn't think it was gonna be. Yeah, because they thought it was going to stay on Xbox, but now they shut their mouth and stop crying. Here's the thing: even though it's a time exclusive, Unlimited, they're not going to buy it. They're not going to support it.
No. Everybody who wants to play it are going to play it through Game Pass on Xbox or on PC.
Yeah.
So they're just going to get the residuals basically. Where whoever would, there might be some who are like Hebot, right? How Hebot said he bought a game out of pettiness that was on PlayStation. Yeah. There are going to be people like that who think spending $70 for Indiana Jones is a got you to Xbox. No, you just put money in Xbox pocket. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's not the got you think it is. At least with buying Death Stranding, that's going to Kojima's pockets, because Kojima Productions are, since they own the rights and produced it, Sony ain't getting nothing out of that.
Nope, they're not.
Or if they do, it's a minimal amount.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be that much.
Yeah,
Kojima did a smart move by doing that. You know that, right? That was a smart move.
Yeah, and it shows where the market's going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I spent so long trying to tell people that exclusives aren't the end all be all of gaming. because it's proven that it's not. The best selling games every year are on every platform, with the exception of a handful, right?
Yep.
You know, and when you look at the breakdown, for example, last year Starfield was the only exclusive that made really good sales. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only one. And we had a lot of great exclusives come out last year,
Yep.
and only one made a dent, right, on the market. So, you know, so that tells you where it's going. And when I say that, people, you know, a lot of people got black and white thinking, so they think saying that means that I hate exclusive. Not at all.
Yeah.
It's just that there's a reason why everybody keeps saying that there's going to be less of them. There's a reason why Nintendo has released less exclusives this year. Sony has released less exclusives. So Sony, they aren't even releasing exclusives. They're just remastering everything, right?
Yeah.
And Xbox has actually been releasing more games, but people don't think they are.
Yep. This is what I don't understand too, Unlimited. I don't know why they don't talk about this. Some people do talk about it, but most of them don't. You have a new console out that's supposed to be really powerful, which is the PS5 Pro, and you have nothing new to show for the system.
Yeah.
Except remakes. Really? You want people to go out here and spend $700 on a next gen, a mid-gen refresh, and you can't have nothing exclusively new to show for that system? Come on, man.
Yeah.
You think people are going to invest in that? They're going to just stay with their old PS5 or keep playing on that PS4 until they get a PS5 vanilla for Christmas. Nobody in their right mind of this Christmas, because of the economy also, is going to be able to afford for their kids or whatever $700 for a PS5 Pro. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. And there's nothing to show for it. There just isn't. What do they have to show for it? More remakes? Come on, man. That was a mistake. That was a big mistake on their part. I believe Unlimited. You know, your boy Toolman. Look what your boy Toolman said. He just said, "I just bought 6 more months of Game Pass complete day ago. I'm good until October of 2025. October 25th, 2026. That's what's up."
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's yeah. I mean, that's how you do it, man. Stack up that Game Pass while you can.
That's pretty good. That's pretty. He's good till 2026.
Yeah.
You know, of October, man. Why not?
Yeah, he's got 2 years to go.
Yeah, that's good. I'm telling you, Game Pass's numbers is great. I don't care what anybody says. They can say, "Oh, it's dying. It ain't doing well. Game Pass is not doing good." Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is. It's doing very well.
Right.
They can say whatever they want. Game Pass is doing very well. But Brother Unlimited, on that note, man, I don't think Brother Hebon is going to come back. So
let's address a few of these comments.
Oh, okay. Where you want to go to?
Well, this one. Well, hold on. The one at 558. Well, I think it's 658 for you, asking us if we bought anything on Black Friday from gaming since the 80s.
Let me see. Where's he at? Where's it at? What time you say it was?
558. It probably says 658 for you now that I think about it.
It's probably up more. Let me go back. Let me see. 100. Have you heard? Oh, that's something else. He said. No. Let me see.
6:58 p.m.
Oh man, where am I? Let me see. Hold on. Okay, that's a different one. Let me see. I want to get to it for Unlimited. Let me see. This right here.
Yeah.
Okay. What did you? Hey, Unlimited. Actually, I wanted to ask you that. That's a good question. Gaming since 1980. Unlimited. Have you actually bought anything for Black Friday at the Black Friday sale?
Yeah. I picked up this game called Outcast 2: A New Beginning. Yeah, I got that. I picked it up for $30. I bought it physically, so I didn't buy it on the Xbox store.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, as far as the Xbox store specifically, I haven't bought anything yet. I'm not sure. Yeah, I kind of been. I mean, but it sells end of December 2nd, so I'm not rushing.
There's still ways to go.
Yeah. So I'm not rushing to pick up anything. But I do have some games on my wish list. So I know there's some Tomb Raider stuff that's on sale. I might pick up.
Okay, that's cool. To answer your question, gaming since 1980, what I did buy so far, I used Microsoft points, was Death Stranding. It was the Black Friday, during the Black Friday sale. And I also bought up a shmup game that was on sale, a shmup game that was on sale. And I'm not done yet. I put in my cart. I'm buying the Tomb Raider Collector's Edition.
Oh,
That
nice.
the old ones they redid. I think it 1, 2, and 3 or something.
Yeah, they're $15. I saw that.
So I'm gonna get that, and I'm not done looking yet. Unlimited. I'm gonna get a few more, but I'm gonna wait because it's not done till December something. So I'll be able to save up more points and stuff like that, and maybe try to do a little bit more. But I'm gonna be honest with you, Unlimited. I don't know if the Black Fridays have been that great with the prices on some stuff.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what the chat thinks, but what do you think?
Yeah, the last few years they haven't been as strong.
I don't know, Unlimited.
And you know what they don't do anymore? They don't do the backwards compatible sales anymore because those used to be phenomenal.
They don't have that this year.
Yeah, they don't do them anymore in general. They haven't did them like 2 years.
Man.
I missed because those backwards compatible sales were phenomenal, man. I mean, those games would routinely be under $10.
Yeah,
under $5,
I remember,
and it'd be some great games, but they don't do that. They don't do that anymore. Man,
I remember. I wonder why, Unlimited. Wonder why, man.
Yeah, I don't know why either. But yeah, the Black Friday sales hasn't been the same.
I tell you what, Unlimited. There's people hoping, wishing, and praying that now that we have Activision under our belt, that we'll get more back and pack games, old 360 Activision games, man. So I think that might be in the works.
Yeah, that 100% is based on licensing. Because what everybody wants are the Transformers or Marvel stuff, but licensing is why, is why they haven't been at it yet.
Oh, okay. Because now that they're under the Microsoft umbrella, I think we will maybe see some more back and pack games. It might not be right away. Maybe they'll announce something when their E3 comes back around. Maybe that could be that's a slight maybe. I don't know. But now that Activision's under there, I don't see why they can't. They should be able to, like you said, licensing. I understand, but man, I mean, they should be able to give us something. Be able to do something. That would be really nice if they could do something, man.
Yeah,
because I miss it.
They got plenty of older games that shouldn't have licensing issues that they could always funnel for us.
Yeah, that's true. That would be very, very nice. What else do you want to address Unlimited?
Hold on.
Anything else in here?
The comment after this one from gaming from the 80s.
Hold on, let me go back. Is it another one of his?
Yeah, it's right under Varun Kai Spy comment that's on screen right now.
This one right here.
Yeah. He said, Xbox owners or those who play in the Xbox ecosystem support games enough so they don't have to close studios within 8 days, unlike other gaming community. Yeah, that's spot on there, gaming from the 80s, since the 80s. And another thing I wanted to add to that is if you play a game on Game Pass, you're supporting the game.
Yeah.
People don't let people scam you into thinking if you don't buy the game outright, if you're a subscriber, that you're not doing that, you're not helping out gamers. It's on Game Pass for a reason. You know? And then how many games have we seen? For example, my 2022 Game of the Year, Gotham Knights, had this when it hit Game Pass, and it had this huge player base jump, and the devs come out and say, thank you Game Pass players for playing our game. Right? Because it probably unfortunately, as much as I love Gotham Knights, it didn't do well enough for WB. Then it hits Game Pass, and then the game blows up. It has its largest player base since release, right? And it has crazy, like 106% player base increase. So when people try to gaslight us into saying, oh, but you're not buying them, dude, you're playing them on the service you're paying for. Yes,
right.
Listen, that's like saying the Mike Tyson Jason Paul fight was a failure because 65 million people didn't pay for it on pay-per-view. No, Netflix got 65 million people subscribers to watch their damn thing. It was a mega success, and that's the same with Game Pass. And then what Game Pass has that Netflix don't is that you could still buy the game.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and
You can
like
have
in
ownership.
Netflix, yeah, like in Netflix, unfortunately, you know, if I watch a great show like BoJack Horseman, you can't hit a buy button. You know, I'm not even sure if the show's released on DVD, so you could find it on Amazon or something and buy it. You know, so
Yeah.
The
the access to go
Netflix
ahead.
shows they only have like Stranger Things, I believe it is, and some of the Marvel ones like Daredevil.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
most of their exclusive content, which they have a lot of good stuff. Well, they have a lot of bad stuff too, but a lot of good stuff they have. You can't like, and the Castlevania cartoons, like the ones that those are also those are also available Blu-ray and 4K. I mean
Yeah.
Blu-ray and and DVD. They don't even have them in 4K. But majority of their exclusive shit, you can only watch it if you have Netflix subscribed. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Or if you subscribe to Netflix. And that's a very good point. That's a valid point that you brought up again. We've talked about it before, but you brought it back up again. Very good, very, very good and valid point. That a lot of people tried that notion where, okay, you're playing the game on Game Pass, so that means you didn't support it, you didn't contribute to it. When that's not true, because if you're still subscribing monthly to the service, you're still supporting the brand, the ecosystem, which goes into the actual game, right? And Microsoft pays everyone, all developers, depending on the game, depending on the size of the studio, depending if the game is new or old, if it's a day and date. I'm pretty sure all those things play, some type of fact. It plays some type of role in the decision making of how much they pay out.
Yeah.
Because if you're getting a new game day and date from a third party, it's clearly they're going to have to pay them a bigger pocket or a bigger purse because it's a new game, right?
yeah,
So you can't undermine the fact that it's a new game. You can't do that. So I'm pretty sure they pay out more because it's a day and date release versus something like Gotham Knight, like Unlimited just mentioned, that it was already out for a year or almost a year, and then it got Game Pass. But he's 100% right. Once it was on Game Pass, it was like it shot up in player base and player count. And you saw a lot of people, and not only that, you saw a lot of people, man, this game is really good. I don't know why it got so much bad press or bad reviews or slack if the game is awesome, which we said that multiple times, that a lot of games get unnecessary and unwarranted hate, backlash, and then when people actually get their hands on it through Game Pass, they're praising the fucking thing. You see what I'm saying?
yep,
Yeah.
And again, it all comes down to that's why Game Pass is an amazing vehicle for games, because it brings up the sense of discovery. No one would have discovered Gotham Knight if it was only available through being able to buy it digitally or through the store physically, if it already had the bad press and the bad fucking narrative that the game wasn't that good. With Game Pass, people will be like, all right, you know what? It's on Game Pass now. Now I'm going to try it. Fuck it. And then they play it like, oh, shit, this game is fucking dope. And then Microsoft will do those sales alongside the release of the game being on Game Pass to see if people will buy it, to give them a bigger incentive, and people go buy them. Do that. That's what they do. To own it in their library. Like, I'm going to buy this. Fuck it. I like the game, especially if it's third party, because we all know third party, they already said, will not stay on Game Pass forever. That's a rotational thing. They come in, they come out. Brother Unlimited and Brother Sega Man. So there's no argument, no question, because it's like I was saying the other day with 100, right? I said it to him, and with my other brother when I was talking to him with Sega Man, I'm telling him, right? I'll take it forever, rather, that when you're buying it, when you put it in this perspective, like let's say you can have 5, even 7 first person original IPs, right? Or like new IPs or original IPs from Nintendo and PlayStation, right? release in 1 year. Sony and Nintendo can both release 7 brand new IPs or old IPs, whatever the case, like first party exclusive, right? That year, right? And they can sell the game for $70, and it will still not match. And let's say the game sells 10 million copies. Each IP sold 10 million copies, each one, right? It still will not make the same amount of money that Game Pass is making based on the price and based on the subscriber count that they have. They have 27 million subscribers at $20 a month for the duration of the year. It's like 200 something, whatever.
Yeah.
It comes out to almost $8 billion a year. Okay, with Game Pass alone. With 5 exclusives, it's like 3.5 billion. With 7, it's like 6 something point something billion. So they would not even make the amount of money that Game Pass is making by itself with releasing 7 original exclusives in 1 year, and each of those exclusives selling 10 million copies. You can do the math and you'll see.
Mm-hmm.
That tells you that Game Pass is very sustainable, and it makes them money, and that's how they're able to pay these developers and that's how they're able to accumulate money to also put towards other games. So without a doubt, Game Pass is supporting the games, the developers, and the industry. There's no question, hands down. So that narrative, like Unlimited was saying before I came back on, is 100% bullshit. 100% bullshit. It's more like fear mongering because they want you to, people be like, oh, look, you don't support your games. And the thing is that with Xbox, they're getting the best of both worlds, because not only people are supporting it through Game Pass, but when they go out and buy the game as well, right? The way that, more than likely we'll buy the Indiana Jones games on top of playing it on Game Pass, right? Mm-hmm. Physically or whatever.
Yo.
So you're getting the money from both.
Yeah. Look, I'm in a community about Avowed, and so many people are pre-ordered the game despite knowing that it's on Game Pass. Right? Mm-hmm. Because they're that excited for it.
And they want Plus, people like ownership. They don't mind owning a game that they like. They don't care if it's on Game Pass. That doesn't deter. Yeah,
exactly. For them, it's just more like Game Pass is just that, it's just an extra. It's nice. It's nice if they couldn't buy it day one, they could still.
It's like the cherry on top. Yeah. So that's how they treat it anyway.
But a lot of us in the Valve community, as soon as it went up, we all hitting each other up like, the pre-orders are live, and everybody's showing their pre-orders, of wherever they got it from. Like I got mine, and look, and I'm not going to have the discussion now because I think it's Sega Man want to wrap it up soon, but I am buying it from Best Buy, but I do wish it came with a disc. But we'll have that conversation when it's close to release.
Oh,
to release.
Okay.
Yeah. Because Xbox did that with the Gunk, Hellblade 2, Ravenlock. Like all these Hi-Fi Rush didn't get a physical release until it went to PlayStation and got and Limited Run, which I hate Limited Run. You know what I hate about them is that they're all right. I get it. It's that this is what they do that kind of drives me crazy. You get the limited run stuff, which as they sell the name, there's only a limited time you could purchase it. That already sucks.
Amount too,
yeah, that already sucks. But then when you criticize any of their shady business practices, they'll try to shame physical owners and say, "But we're doing it for you guys."
Yeah,
we're doing it for you. And if you know what I'm saying, it's like, no, dude.
Mm-hmm.
No, dude, some of the stuff you're doing
it for their own benefit. They just try to make
some of the stuff. Some of the stuff that you've done has only made buying it off the on the resale market insanely expensive for no reason. You know what I'm saying? So spare me. You know what I'm saying? So spare me that it's always it's just for you. Whenever we call out, like, there's no reason to have. I get it. It's limited run, but you could print a little more than you do. Come on.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
part of your business model. Print more than you already do. I think that they're big enough to where they could survive printing a couple more thousand
Well,
copies.
I will say this about limited run because my son, he really been buying from them for a long time. They do give you, it's almost like a pay as you go or made to pre-order system. Like basically they'll make as many as people pre-order in the window that they give you. Like if they give you a month or 2 months, if you pre-order, let's say 100 copies, they'll make that 100 copy just for you because you pre-ordered it and you committed to buying it. So it's like a made to pre-order. It's not bad. And they also give you where they give you the standard version, right? Then they give you like a mid-tier where it will come like, let's say the game, maybe the soundtrack and maybe a steelbook. And then they give you like the super duper collector's edition that they go all in where they give you like a super collectible, something rare, a bunch of shit, little enamel pins, art book, a pen, the game. And that one will be like $200, $300, right? But again, that's if you want it, which is at least decent in that sense. But I do know what Unlimited is saying. He's right that that when other people do bad practices, they make it seem like they're the godsend, even though their practice is not really all perfect either. So I get what Unlimited is saying also. But at least in that sense, what I say in their defense, that from what I've seen, or not really in their defense, but to give them the benefit of the doubt in the sense that, because I've seen it with my son, that at least they give you like those tier levels. Like right now, for example, I bought that platformer that came out with the guy with the kid with the yo-yo. I forget the name of the game. It's a really dope platformer. They had 3 tiers. We only bought I think we bought the second level tier, which was like 65. But they also had the 35 one, and then they had another one that was like $200 or 150, something like that. And that's the one we got. So, and the thing is that the game right now for the Black Friday sales, like you were talking about earlier, Sega Man.
Yeah, what'd you think?
Well, they have the game there. The game I think is $15, and it's normally 30. Yeah, and it's normally 30, but it's $15. And I would highly recommend it if you don't care about owning it physical or anything, and you just care about digital. I would highly recommend it to buy it because it's worth every single penny.
What game is it?
I don't remember the name of it right now. I can send you the thing later, but if I remember what we're talking, I'll tell you. It's a platformer, and the little character, it's very colorful. The little character has like a yo-yo, and you fight. You know, it's really colorful, very vibrant.
You said he has a yo-yo?
Yeah, he has like a yo-yo. That's like one of his weapons. Where he hits people with the yo-yo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's new, and it's from some of the people that did, I think, Sonic Mania, that were behind that. It's from those developers that did the Sonic Mania game that was remastered, I think.
Yeah.
I'll get you the name. I'll tell you. I'll remember eventually. But yeah, for example, that game right now is on sale for like $15. It's normally 30. That's one of the good games from that sale. They also have an amazing bundle. Don't pass it up. Because if you do, you're crazy. There's one that comes with the top-down beat 'em up with the monk called Redeemer, and it has the 9 Monkeys of the Shaolin and another game.
Yeah,
and
I have those.
It's only $3.99. It's literally $4.
You can't beat that. I have them.
And
Yeah, you can't beat that.
Fantastic. Yeah, those 2 games alone are worth every penny. They're amazing games. Like 9 Monkeys of Shaolin is actually co-op online, and I didn't even know that.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. After you go into the HUD, you can actually pick it and make it into a co-op and play on co-op online. And so is the other one. Redeemer is a top-down, but it's a beat 'em up, and it's with a monk, and that game is awesome. I've seen some other ones there. I wish I had the list in front of me, and I could tell you based on my own experience which ones I would recommend. But I'll probably just do what Unlimited does. I'll probably just do a little video showing what I would recommend based on my own experience, the games that I know that are good for a decent price, and I'll just do a video if anything. But yeah, that game, for example, we just got it physical through limited running, and now they're gonna they're gonna do GI Joe. But see, with the GI Joe, because I'm such a since I'm a retro head, right?
Mhm.
What I'm gonna probably do is I'm gonna buy GI Joe digital because it's gonna be $20, right? And then I'll just get the physical as well to have the physical copy of it as well,
Mm-hmm.
like I did with Karate Kid, and like I did with Ninja Turtles, and what I plan to do with the Power Rangers game, things like that. Because they already said they're gonna release it digital first in December, but they're gonna consider making the physical as well. So
Oh, nice.
that's a good. Yeah. I wonder if I don't know how you guys feel, but I wonder if after Capcom made the announcement that they are going to bring the the collection that has Punisher in it.
Yeah, when's that coming?
Well, we get it next year because remember they retracted. They said, "Oh, we working with Microsoft. We fixed the issue. And now we're gonna bring it." I know how they fixed the issue. They got paid. But anyway, I wonder if they'll bring it not only digital but also physical, the way they offered it to PlayStation and Nintendo.
That would be nice. That would be nice.
I mean, I hope they do because every other game that Capcom's ever made on Xbox has always had a physical.
Yeah.
So I don't see why not. But I wonder if they would in this case, since they had so much drama and all the stuff that went down.
Mhm.
I hope
that would be nice.
Hmm? And by the way, that Double Dragon DLC dropped for the River City Girls. By the way,
Yeah. You and 100 were talking about that.
yeah. Well, for those who don't know, and that that dropped, and so did that Vengeance Hunter. That dropped too. That beat 'em up. It's like a Neo Geo style beat 'em up. That dropped also not too long.
Unlimited was asking he bought. Maybe
Yeah.
Do you know why they dropped the sale of the Xbox 360 Black Friday games? The sale. They don't
With
do
the
it no more.
compatible?
Yeah.
They don't do the backwards compatible sale anymore.
Right. I'm assuming I have to. The only thing I can guess is that because of the fact that the games were already older games and they're pretty cheap when you buy the ones that are back on the store.
Yeah.
That it doesn't really make sense for them, or doesn't really give them enough profit to like maybe pay out other people for the licenses or give them revenue based on the fact that most 360 back compat games, when you look at them and you go buy them, they're usually dirt cheap, like $9 or $10.
Kind of, but there's still a lot of them that are expensive.
Yeah.
Like Ninja Gaiden 2 is $30.
Right.
$30 forever.
Right.
Defense Force is something like $20-$30.
Right. Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So, and I was going to say that some of them are expensive. So I'm just like trying to guess, really, thinking logically what would make sense, but it could be also they just haven't really concentrated on it and they kind of put it on the side and just concentrating on the new stuff. That's also a possibility, which does suck because there's a lot of people that still probably haven't bought some of those back-to-back games, and it's always nice to buy them in a nice Black Friday sale,
would be nice.
Yeah, Well, $30 for that older Ninja Gaiden game, that's a lot. That's a lot of money.
30, yeah.
But you also remember, if you buy a physical, some of them are like, the prices are even crazy.
Yeah. The one Unlimited was talking about. We have it. Do we have it? We have it. Which one is it, Unlimited?
Ninja Gaiden Black, I think, right? That's the one you said, Unlimited?
Ninja Gaiden 2.
2.
Oh, Ninja Gaiden 2. But what about Black for the OG? Is that one expensive too or no?
How much is Ninja Gaiden Black? I'm not sure because I own. Oh, I got that one for when I used to do games with gold month. I got it. Yeah. Those the backwards compatible games were always tied to your account, so it's like as if you bought it. Unlike the Xbox One version, which I think you lose if you didn't have games with gold. I forgot how that worked. So I don't remember how much Ninja Gaiden Black cost. Because when you own a game, it says you own it and don't show a price.
Yes, and then you can't. There's no way you actually see it unless you go to the 360 itself, and it'll probably show you.
Yeah, and
Oh.
that store don't exist anymore.
Right. Unless they with the data, because they see the data, they have data. Unless the data shows that whenever they put some 360 back to patch stuff, it just doesn't sell. They don't sell.
Yeah.
Maybe those backwards compatible sales were they're some of my favorite sales because they were fun. When I say they were phenomenal, Sega man, they were unbelievable. I kid you not, I would buy like 10, 12 backwards compatible games at a time because they'd be $5 and under cheap.
Oh yeah,
and it'd be stuff like Ninja Gaiden 3 and the Final Fantasy 13 games and all that stuff. Right, those would be the type of games that'd be ultra cheap for the backwards compatible sale. It was amazing.
I miss those days.
Yeah, man.
I do. I miss those days.
Game, I forgot which one it is. There's a game in the store that's like 75 cents on that Black Friday. Yeah. I forgot which one it is.
You said 75 cents.
Yeah, it's like 75 cents.
What the heck game is that?
I was like making fun of it with my son.
Mm-hmm.
I was making fun of it with my son because I was like, look, we got we're getting those Steam PC prices, and that's why they be having all those games talking about they buy games. And they be buying them when they be like $1 or $2, literally. On Steam, that's the prices that those things be all the time. They be like $2, $3.
Yeah.
Ask Unlimited can tell you. He could attest for me. They be like dirt cheap, and they be gassing and goading like, yeah, we buy games. Yeah, because you pay like $2 for them.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
We don't pay $2 for them just on no consoles. The consoles pay more money because that's where the actual money is.
Yeah.
And since it's going through through another, since there's 3 people involved, obviously the console holder, the publisher, and then the console, where else is involved, like the company, like if it's Microsoft, Xbox, whatever, and PlayStation.
Yeah.
They got to split that, so they have to make the cost higher. On Steam is directly sold by the developer or the publisher. There's no middleman. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
When it's on console, it's different. So they always get those stupid, ridiculous prices. Go ahead.
But one more thing before we end the show. I just want to get your quick opinion on it. Unlimited gave me the opinion on it. What did you think about them trying to damage control? Because he explained it to me, Unlimited, but the Bloomberg thing with Phil Spencer, how he always has to correct everything, or make people understand. They always come out every time he comes out and says something. They always got to make it seem like he needs to be fired, because he said this and that and all this. Because I didn't hear the whole story. Unlimited told me, but I think he did an interview with Bloomberg and they were trying to twist his words around, things he was talking about, I guess, with the games and different things like that. I don't know if you've seen it. But what did you think about that? Because they always do that. They always try to turn that around, man.
Well, I mean, it's par for the course. It's the same type of behavior they've been doing since 2015 when he came in, right? Yeah. Or 2013 with Xbox in general, right? Where Microsoft clearly stated that they weren't going to do the DRMs, that when you bought an Xbox, you were going to get Icon to do an update, and once you did that update, you no longer had the DRM issue.
Yeah.
And how long did they run with that? Practically the whole generation. Where they kept saying, you can't play your used games. You don't own them. They're DRM. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I remember hearing people, even when they had announced that they were going to do the Xbox One X, and then they were talking about already the next generation console, still saying, oh, but you can't own no games. That's why I never bought an Xbox. I was like, what? They never had that. issue in play. The DRM was taken out from day one. And yet, you know, all the media, you know, the grifters on YouTube, all of them all kept doing and pushing, oh, yeah, but it's DRM, it's DRM. Microsoft wanted to take your rights away. Why would you support a company that was trying to take your rights away? I was like, what? They weren't trying to take your rights away. That wasn't the DRM that they were trying to implement. They were implementing DRM because it was necessary to help developers make more money and to protect gamers from not losing money whenever they were buying games used in GameStops or in Best Buys or in Targets, because they would overprice even though the games were brand new. And then when they trade the games in, they'll give you some dirtbag price after you just bought the game, let's say a week ago, for $60, and they give you like $25 and then sell it for like $60 or $55. Like they would only take off like $2, $3, $5, whatever. And yet want to pay you $25 for a game that's basically full price still, because it's like, you know, you just bought it maybe a week ago, right? So it's not something that for us should surprise us. There's no shock value anymore. That's something that we already know. But I guess people still think that, you know, it's going to work and that it's going to create the shock value. And I really don't think that most people nowadays, especially, they don't give it the time of day anymore. You can't fool them with that rhetoric. Like, they'll be like, oh, here we go. More and more of the insane shit. Except, you know, for the usual suspects, like, you're going to always see somebody like Porter Rock, RG3, you know, Spawn Wave, Marlin Gaming, what the hell else? Like Crap Mooch, obviously, J-Dubs, you know, Jabari Clark. The usual suspects are going to be the only ones that you're going to see. That the Chinese dude, what's his name? Unlimited, the one that's always doing negative Xbox stuff.
Chinese dude?
What's his name? Unlimited.
The YouTuber, young guy.
The one that did like 100 videos about the Xbox. Remember that one about? And then he did like maybe 1 or 2 PlayStation ones. That you were the one who pointed out to me.
Dreamcast guy or?
No, the Oriental guy, the Chinese dude. That he's doing voiceovers now for games, and people are trying to give him
young Ye, but it's the opposite. He got a free Xbox Series X and just made PlayStation videos. He don't talk about Xbox.
Oh,
that's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. You know, guys like that are always going to continue to do the same MO. Their MO is always going to be the same. It's not going to change.
Yeah,
they do it because their channel will not survive unless they continue to do this. Why is that? Because they are not real gamers that are really influenced and really, you know, inspired by video games and the love of video games. They claim they are. They claim that they do, but they're not. They're not, because if they did, they would be able to make content not based off stupid articles or stupid hearsay, he said hearsay, or rhetoric. You would actually see them do, you know, content based on their own experience and love for video games. But what do these guys usually do? When you go to the channel, all their fucking videos is about the same rinse, wash, and repeat news or news articles that are out during that week. So if the narrative was, oh, Phil Spencer just killed Xbox, that will be the same narrative for each and every one of them, doing the same exact video. From today, Phil Spencer finally declared that Xbox is dead, right? Because they refer Xbox to being just a console, when we already been known and been established that Xbox is not just hardware anymore. Xbox is an ecosystem.
Yep.
It's a brand, an ecosystem, meaning you play on Xbox and in your ecosystem, and you can play it on your console, you can play it on your PC, on your phone, your tablet, right? You can play it on the go on your Rogue Ally, right?
Yeah.
And even possibly on their Microsoft portable, because you already hinted that they are making one, right? So these are just the options of how you can play the Xbox games that you purchase on their ecosystem. But he also confirmed, which they failed to say, that we are going to definitely continue to make hardware and consoles, because consoles is what leads us and leads the business. You know what I mean?
They say that. They say that. I swear they say that at least once a month. And the
Once a month, once every 2 weeks,
yeah. And the interviewers always act surprised to hear it. Like, oh, you guys are making.
Wow,
I can't believe it. So every chance Sarah Bond gets, she says that the next hardware is going to be the biggest generation leap in Xbox history. I mean, look, listen. Shout out to Sarah Bond. She's a great marketer because she hyping that new Xbox up like crazy.
Oh, for real. And they said that since the first show. You know, the first show we had this year?
Yeah.
The show that we had this year where they showed Indiana Jones, remember? In January or February? Since that first show, she confirmed we're already working on the next Xbox that will be a massive generational leap, the biggest generational leap you've ever seen on consoles before. You know? But you know what's funny? It's funny how nobody tried to pay attention and try to act like they didn't hear it. But Phil Spencer made it clear and confirmed, no, the next Xbox will not cost $1,000.
Yep.
Because you saw how they were pushing the narrative when PlayStation broke it.
Yeah, he said you can't grow the console market by selling $1,000 consoles, and he's right.
Yeah, for our benefit. For our benefit.
Yeah. The average consumer is not dropping $600, $700, $800, especially not $1,000 on a damn video game.
Hell no.
You know, and don't
the
let
whole reason.
Yeah.
Go ahead, finish Unlimited. Finish. I'm sorry.
And don't let these PC guys who think they know everything convince you otherwise. Most people are not dropping thousands of thousands just to play video games, and it really don't happen in the console market. So I was extremely glad. And you know why I was happy, and I before I pass the mic back to you, Hebot. You know, I was extremely happy to hear that is because I thought Pandora's box was open with the Pro. And I thought that even Microsoft, you know, would have been like, okay, you know, because you know we all know consoles take losses, right? And I thought even Microsoft was going to be like, all right, we could, you know, they went as absurd as Sony with a $700 console, but I thought that even they would be, you know, would have had the next Xbox a bit higher than usual. But when he said that, I was like, okay, he gets it. And this is one that I'm glad to be wrong on. I don't mind being wrong when it was a benefit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I 100% would believe that next generation is going to be disgustingly, you know, because they're saying the console market's not growing. So I thought that they're just going to focus on whoever buys consoles and hope that us are the only, you know, are going to be the ones who drop some money on it and then make whatever money back. But when he said that, I was like, yeah, Phil gets it. I'm wrong. I'm glad to be wrong. I'll openly say I'm wrong. And I, you know, next generation is going. Now, I'm not in the rush for next generation by any stretch of the imagination, but it's just great to know that the Series X is here to stay until whenever they're ready for the next Xbox, and that's how it should be. You know, because this console's future proof. Let's not forget that this console that we're playing right now is future proof, and that's why, like the chat said, games like Space Marine 2 run better on the Series X than the PS5 Pro.
Yeah, that's what's up.
I mean, we both said it, you know, because that was what we were talking about. That was one of the first conversations we had. That the bad thing with this is if people support it, it's going to open the box where other companies be like, okay, so if they do it and can get away with it, then we can do it, you know. But Phil is not dumb. Phil's been in the industries too long. He knows how console and the console market work. Because guys, if people were so concerned, right, about just playing games at the highest quality, right, then most people would already have been migrated to PC and they wouldn't even be buying these consoles. So they would have just been like, why am I going to buy a console for if PC is where I get the best experience? You see what I'm saying? Because there's many of PCs out there that you can buy and finance that cost thousands of dollars, and you can pay them for $30 a month. So you can do that. It's not like you can't, right? So again, right? Most people would have been doing that if that's the case. But what do we see? No. The most weakest console of the world, right? In the world is the Switch. And it's the most highest selling console there is.
Right.
That tells you right there, people don't give a fuck. If they gave a fuck, they wouldn't be buying consoles. You know? But most casuals, they just want to play the new game. So if they can play the new games on a Xbox Series S for $179, that will be the Black Friday sale this year, because it happened last year for $199. So I'm pretty sure this year probably be $179, right? For Black Friday. Where you can get a Series S and still play Hellblade, Space Marines, Flight Simulator, Forza Motorsports, Halo Infinite, and everything else that's came out, including Starfield, right? You really think they're going to be like, I want to buy a $3,500 goddamn computer to get all the bells and whistles because I want to play my games at the highest quality. No, they're not going to do that. No. And most of the kids and people you see now that are pushing that PC is these teenagers or middle teenage young adults that are growing up where they follow everything. So when something starts to trend, like, ooh, it's cool to play on PC, let's go play there. That's when they go and follow it. Because most people that already been playing on PC for years, like my 100, like even myself, because my son got a really good PC. And I can play it there. Shit, he's pumping. We were playing Bayonetta 3 yesterday, 4K at 120 frames on the PC. Bayonetta 3, right? Mm-hmm. Because you can run it on the PC. Because a PC has an emulator where you can play right on there, and it plays every Super Nintendo Switch game, every single one.
Wow!
But you can't stream it though, because then they'll turn down your channel. But we're playing it. Like I can literally send y'all a little video clip where we're playing it. And it looks gorgeous at 4K at 120 frames. But, Nintendo could do it, but they don't, because they know that the market just cares about buying games to play, buying consoles to play new games. They don't care if they can play it. They're happy with their 1080p. They think 1080p is pretty enough. That's it. As long as they get that 1080p, baby, at 60, they're fucking good. They're Gucci. And it's the same thing with Xbox.
What console? What console are you referring to?
I'm talking about in general. Like most people, like
I'm about to say, because Nintendo do not play no fucking 1080p.
Well, they do for some games. Some games they play like the Mario, like that, but not no Witcher. You ain't playing Witcher no 1080p.
Sub is some 10%. I guarantee sub 10% is 1080p on that fucking.
Yeah. You're not playing nothing like Doom or Witcher. No way near 1080p. No. Of course not. But I'm talking about their games like Mario.
I saw how Guardians of the Galaxy run on the Switch, and that thing streamed, I think.
Oh yeah,
the damn thing.
Yeah, it was streamed. They run it streamed. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was actually playing Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. We had it running with FSR and anti-aliasing on for to take away the jaggies, and we ran it with what was the other thing? DSL or DLSS?
Yeah, DLSS.
Right, and we had it running at 120 at like 1600p like resolution. Oh my god, that it looked beautiful. I was like, I can't play my Switch after I've seen that. I was like, you're beat. I'm playing that shit. Like,
you gotta share me this emulator because if I could get rid of this Switch, and the thing about the Switch is that I only care about like 6 games total in their whole library.
Exactly.
All I care about is Bayonetta 2 and 3, Marvel Ultimate Alliance, Astral Chain, and there's probably 1 or 2 other games I'm forgetting that I had interest in. So,
well, Luigi's Mansions 3, I love that game. Stuff like that. But you're right. The only thing is, since Bayonetta, for example, is capped at 30, so when you raise the frame rate, right? Because capped at 30, the cutscenes always look like you're looking at them in fast forward mode because they're capped at 30. They're not capped They're not unlocked. You get what I mean? Does that make sense?
All right.
But when you look at the cutscenes, it'll look like it's fast forwarding. But when you're playing the game, it's like if you're playing the game normally in higher resolution in 4K. You can literally play it in 4K 60, 4K 120, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. The way it should be played. But again, going back to the point to end the response, you know, people can play, like I said, those games that Xbox offers on a Series S at a very good quality, 900p, 120 at 900p, or even 1080 in some cases. They're not going to care about, like I said, playing it on a $2,000 or $3,000 PC, right? Like my son, he bought his. It was originally like 26, and I think he got it on sale for like 18. And his graphic card is like 56 teraflops or some shit. So, he could run games of high quality. He could run Dead Rising 3, since it never got boost mode, Rise, Son of Rome, Sunset Overdrive, all that stuff in like 1080p, 120 frames with HDR and all kinds of cool shit. But again, that's, you have to know what you're doing, not, like the nuances, like that kind of shit, in order to embrace it. And most people are not going to do it. An older mother that's single, or grandparents buying for their grandkids, or a single dad that only concentrate on work and don't give a fuck about video games, or a cousin or a nephew, that wants to buy something for a nephew or niece. They're not going to go in there like, I want like a $3,000 PC. No, they're going to be like, let me a console. What's the cheapest? What kind of games they got that are suitable for them, and things of that nature. So that's why, there will always be consoles. And I wish Phil had the same mentality with physical, but I know why they do it is because, like Unlimited said, that's a whole conversation for another day. Because the market is 90% digital at this time. So that 10% is, I guess, not as important as the 90, obviously. So they just like, okay, they don't push it as much. But if you're about preservation, you have to be about preservation, and not having physical is not real preservation, to be honest. And that's just the God honest truth. So it comes off as a little bit hypocritical on their part. Even though I know it's business at the end of the day, it's still business. They should do the best of both worlds. If they make the next console where it has a detachable disk drive, I wouldn't mind that, because at least you have the option to buy it and they're not forgetting about us. But I don't want them to give us the option to then kind of shy away and discontinue it and don't make them at all, because that would piss me off, because they've done that, I still, because you figure 10%, honestly speaking, if there's 40 million Xbox users and you have 10% that buy physical, that's still like 3 million or 4 million people.
4 million.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a lot of fucking people that still buy digital. It may not sound like it, but it is. As a grand team and as a whole, no, it may not be. But in reality, looking at it from the outside in, 4 million people is still 4 million people.
Yeah, and the thing about those 4 million, those 4 million people, they're not the people that you could just will into changing their buying habits at that point.
Right. Absolutely.
Because the 90%, you already, they're the ones who are going, who didn't mind migrating. They're the ones who probably started 2013 saying a lot of the nonsense we heard over a decade ago. But by the end of the generation, we're all digital, right? The ones that are left on physical, we're realistically, you're not going to
you're never going to
remove. You're not going to slowly remove the physical aspect, and we're just going to jump ship into that. It's an option that we want to keep. Like, the DVDs could still be around. DVDs are like legitimate DVDs
are limited. DVDs still make over $9 billion a year.
Yeah, man. Yeah, if they're still around, then physical games can be.
That is crazy, because it's the lowest tier format, because it looks horrendous, and it still sells about 8 to 9 billion a year. That is fucking crazy.
Yeah, well, that's because it's the cheapest format.
Right. Exactly. $5, $10, $7. Yep.
$2,
So
$3.
which confirms what we just said. Why would people go out and buy an expensive PC just for better performance when they just want to play or watch the newest movie or play the latest games? You see what I'm saying? That's
Right.
another form of of proof that shows that it's the same. It works the same way because it's still a form of entertainment media. And I want to add one more thing so we can close out. And I'm sorry. And remember that a lot of parents that still buy physical, right? Like you, Unlimited, if you had a kid, right, and you buy physical, you're more likely your son or your daughter, if they get into video games, they will
Mhm.
adapt. They will adapt your habits. I'm not saying all of them will, but at least 90% of the time, more than likely, they'll adapt your habits. So if you buy physical, that's what they're going to embrace and that's what they're going to like. Because
Yeah.
all my sons, with the exception of Donovan, they're about physical. They don't like digital at all because they know what, but the negative of it. They always want physical, physical, physical. That's why it's helped me in a lot of ways because you see that I'm always showing what I got new. And a lot of times they're the ones paying for it now. I don't even pay for it. They're, no, we buying it. Don't worry about it. I got it. I'm buying it. I'm buying it. So they buy it. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's not like it's going to go away is what I'm trying to say. So a lot of those 4 million people that are older and like us, or at least your age in the 30s, like or late 30s, Unlimited, they're going to still adapt it in the future because more than likely their kids will pick up those habits.
Yeah. There's something I want to say about that. Oh yeah. But let me add this last part too, because I see a lot of people who say things like, if gaming keeps going digital, then I'm gonna just get a PC. But PC is already 100% digital, so that argument don't really make sense to me. You're mad at something being digital, so you're gonna jump to even more digital.
And it's worse because they're really DRM. They full DRM. There's no its or ands or little detracts or deterrents that kind of get is like doesn't that shies away from DRM. PC is full DRM. You don't own shit.
Yeah,
That's a great point because that just shows how ignorant it sounds. Oh, if consoles keep on doing this, I'm going full PC. Well, why? If his PC is more expensive and you still don't own shit at all, you don't own nothing.
Yeah,
Man.
it's an argument that I hear it a lot, and it just doesn't make sense.
Stupid statement. Yeah, it's a stupid statement.
Yeah.
Absolutely, very stupid.
Yeah, and
very ignorant.
Yeah, and last but not least, because more publishers are doing this, they're releasing Xbox games on multiple discs. So
yeah.
I would love if Xbox did that. Because the thing about us physical owners, like we like stuff like that. So it's not inconvenience Microsoft if you release Avowed on 2 or 3 discs. I'd actually love that because I got Baldur's Gate 3, Dragon Age of Belguard.
Yeah, Alone in the Dark is like that.
Yeah, Alone in the Dark, Star Wars Outlaws. They all came with multiple discs.
That means the whole game is on the disc. Yes.
Yeah, and I love it for that. And I'm glad that they adjusted to doing so.
And that should be an option, no matter what. That should be an option.
Yeah.
Because that shows good faith to everybody, not just the ones that are being prioritized, which is the digital market front.
Yeah.
By doing that, you're showing good faith to everybody. Like, look, we respect the digital buyer and we respect the physical media buyer. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And if Microsoft kind of puts their foot on their floor with that standpoint, the way they just did with the prices of consoles in the future and with more consoles being available in the future, if they did that with physical medium, I think the hate or the negativity will be less and less that people can actually bring up. Because that's one they love bringing up. Yeah, but they don't push physical. Like I saw that dude that you showed me. Remember that black dude that I told you that you showed me that was complaining about Xbox? Remember that you put the video up in the chat?
Yeah.
He's saying that he not stopping with Xbox altogether because they don't push physical medium. Which is bullshit because there's a lot of medium still out there that's physical.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah. Exclusives you rarely see physical. That is 100% right. But everything else that's exclusive to Xbox, for example, that comes out 90% of the time does have a physical. That's why I said that Gunk should have had a physical. That's why I said that a Song of Iron should have a physical. That's why I said Hellblade 2 should have a physical because they.
You there?
Guys hear
We
me?
lose him? There he is. Yeah, we got you. Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Those
Yeah.
games like the Gonk, like Ravenlock, that they're still exclusive to Xbox, but they're only available. Those games should, even Bright Memory Infinite, something like that, they should have a physical copy. Why
Yeah.
not? Psychonauts had a physical copy. It was expensive. It was like $80, but I bought it and it had a physical. You know what I mean? Wasteland 3 had a physical. Deathloop had a physical. Ghostwire Tokyo has a physical. The Outer
Ghostwire
World
Tokyo only has a physical on PlayStation. That's a little frustrating.
Oh, does it? Oh, okay. Thank you for the correction, brother.
Yeah, because I got a steelbook and I thought it came with the game, but it was just a steelbook by itself.
Okay. Thank you for the correction. I didn't
I
know.
was wondering why when I bought it, I thought I got a good deal. I'm like, shit, I got the game in the steelbook for $15. Sign me up.
Right.
I was like, hey, if I'm missing the game, like, no, it's just
right. Well, the Outer Worlds has a physical too, right?
Yes, that has a physical.
The Outer Worlds, We Happy Few has a physical too, right?
Yep.
See, those were like those games that were third party, but that were also multiplat. Yeah. That's from their first party that they made physical, and they should do that with their in-house, like Flight Limited.
Yeah, like it shouldn't take Pentiment, High on Life,
Hi-Fi Rush. Right.
Yeah, there's another. Oh, Grounded. I got the Grounded physical copy too.
Yeah. So through limited, right? It was through limited.
Yeah, it shouldn't take those going multi-plat for me to get the physical version of those games.
And High on Life, you're right. That's another one we got.
Yeah,
High on Life was a great game.
Yeah, so same with Grounded. I know people aren't look, and I'm saying this as someone who's not super into survival games. Grounded is brilliant, man. There's a reason why the game had 20 million players before it went multi-plat. And it's a game that I don't understand why Xbox don't hype it up more. It's clearly a massive. Actually, it's been it's Obsidian's big in terms of player base biggest game ever, and yet Microsoft doesn't really hype it up as big as a deal as I think they should with Grounded. I'm not sure why, but but these games, it should have taken them going to other consoles for us to finally get the physical version. That's really the one major thing they do that I change about them.
Absolutely.
I think they're hitting a home run with pretty much everything else.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You hit it right on the nose. There shouldn't be no reason for those games not to get a physical unless it's coming to PlayStation. Also, now we're getting a physical. Like you're 100% right.
Yeah, and before we close, before we close, let me address Cygnus' comment because I see a lot of this stuff too.
No.
Yeah, I see a lot of this stuff too, where someone like Cygnus said there's a workaround on PC physical. Give me 1 second, and I'll address it.
What's that?
Go ahead.
Hey, 1 second, guys.
Oh, go ahead.
Can you hear me, brother?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, I thought it cut off.
No, I can hear you.
What happened? He left? He had to do something? What happened?
He'll be back.
Oh, so brother, yeah, man. So anything else you were talking about before I got on or no?
No, that was it.
Hey, I want to address something. Let me just do this real quick, and then I'll address what I want to say.
Sure. There's a lot of games on here on Black Friday. Yeah, some of the prices could be a little better though.
I mean, there's some that are really good, and there's some that are like, not really. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Some of them. There is a couple 360 games on here unlimited that are on sale. I see one for $3. There's not many. I think it's called Template or Templar or something like that.
Oh, you know what I did get? Hello. You know what I did get? I got
What'd you
Tintin.
get?
Tintin, the new one. Because
Tintin?
it was Tintin. It was supposed to be physical, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. I had it pre-ordered in GameStop. They canceled the physical copy for Xbox. I guess because they didn't have enough um, pre-orders, right?
Yeah.
It's not gated. And so digitally, right? The game was $50, but right now, as we speak, it's on sale for $20. So I bought it.
Go like how you coming up. I see where you probably going. I got it like they.
Which one is Tintin?
Tintin. Yeah.
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 All right, thank you. All right, thank you. All right, yeah, you should see him in a second.
Gotcha.
All right, thank you, sir.
Have a nice.
You too. Oh, damn, I thought I was muted.
Nope.
No, you were muted most of the time. You just unmuted right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Cygnus here that he was saying that there's a workaround with physical on PC. You can download a program that burns games on disk, patch included, and can be installed with no internet connection. Yeah. See, the problem with stuff like that is that the average person is not going to do that stuff. You know, and I get when people say that, like, that's good advice for me one day, maybe. But when we talk about PC, we're talking about the average consumer, and average consumer don't like doing demanding shit or anything out of just, hey, what can
Nope,
this
they
do?
don't.
Hey, let me just put the disc, or let me just download the game, push play, and boom, I'm in it. Or let me just
that's a form of stealing. I don't think we want to buy the game like that.
Yeah,
and that
yeah.
doesn't help the industry or the developers. If you don't pay them, that's stealing. You're not helping the industry. You have to pay them something.
Yeah, and the average person is just not going to do that. On you know, like you get dedicated group that does stuff like that, but I mean, even when you look at the Steam numbers, most are still gaming on 1080p, for example. You know, and the average hardware isn't super strong. But yeah, let's start wrapping up. So I'm starting to get some calls in, man.
All
yeah,
right,
so
man. But
I need a little bit truth. I gotta get going, Sega man. But excellent show as always, my friend.
No
all
worries,
right,
brother.
brother. Oh, all right. Hey, well, anything else you want to say, brother Hebot, before we wrap it up, bro?
No, we could talk after the show. I was just asking if there was anything else you brought up.
Nah, that's all. That was it, man. We were just catching up. But yeah, I want to thank my brother Unlimited Productions. With the Unlimited Truth coming on and rocking out with us today. And also my brother Hebot, the most powerful gamer, man. They came in, chopped up some game with us today. And yeah, I'm looking forward to a lot of great more games coming in Game Pass and Christmas coming, Hebot, brother. But go ahead and do your outro, man. We'll get out of here.
Sure thing. Heba, obviously, on YouTube. You guys should follow me there on any social media platform. You can look it down in the description below. Like I'm Hebot8 some places. In Twitter, I'm on something else, but it's all in the description in my YouTube. On my YouTube is just Hebot, most powerful gamer, but it comes up on the Hebot. So you can follow me there. You're more than welcome to. And then follow me on my socials by getting the description. And I apologize, I didn't come back in. I cut off earlier, and I was having trouble coming back in because I'm out and about, as you know, doing shit.
I know already.
That's what happened.
I know, man. Well, guys,
thanks for sending me the link.
Thank you for joining me and brother Hebot and Unlimited Productions on the Xbox Power Podcast, man. I really appreciate everybody coming. So I'm going to give a shout out real quick and to everybody that came and rocked out with us today. We had our brother, who all do we have on? We have our brother Raymond. He was in here. Slick Slayer. We also had Flip Money in here. Shout out to Flip and the XWO podcast. And my friend Super Goofy Gamer, Good Gamer, was in here. It's a really good brother out here, man. Shout out to him. Gaming since 1980. was also in here. A good guy. Thank you for coming, gaming since 1980, man. It's always a pleasure to have you in here. Craig Simmons TV was also in here, and we had our brother Toolman 55, and also our brother when we first started the podcast, Phase 114 was in here.
Nice.
Phase 114 was in there. So big shouts out to Phase, man. Come back, brother Phase. Again, and chop up game with us, man, when we do our podcast. It's a pleasure to have you, man. We had Kai Spy. Thank you, brother. Please come back and join us. We had who else did we have? Oh, Dave Cohen. Hey, brother, thank you for always coming and rocking out with me, man, in the podcast. I think we had the guys. Sickness.
Yeah,
Is that how you say it? Sickness was in here. Thank you, Sickness, for coming and rocking out with us, man. We really appreciate that. Everybody can have their own opinion, man. It's all good. You know what I mean? Everybody has their opinions, and that's how it is, man. As long as you don't come in here, being like really like toxic, man, it's all good, man. Everybody has a difference of opinion. That's what it's all about in gaming, man. All right, me and Hebon are gonna get out of here, guys. You guys have a good Sunday night. Maybe we'll see you sometime next weekend. All right, guys. Xbox for life. We don't die, we multiply. And remember, baby, we're eating good over here. Peace, guys. And remember, there's no power greater than X. Peace.